Okay, so kule video sizokwenza ama-exercise we-Euclidean geometry grade 10. So phandle kokuthi simoshe isikhathi, let us do these questions here. So question 1, but to solve for the unknown angles, right? So this is kind of like a revision from geometry grade 8 and 9 la udila khona ngama straight lines, right? So nobheka ku question yaka 1.1, you would see ukuthi you have vertically opposite angles and then you have angles around a point, right? So what we know about vertically opposite angles is that vertically opposite angles are equal, and then that angles around the point, the sum of angles around the point is equals to 360. So solve question 1 sizosebenzisa lama concept lawa yi-2, vertically opposite angles and the sum of angles around the point. So straight away ku 1.1 I see ukuthi x is equals to 55 degrees, and then ku geometry you should always give reasons for your answer. So lana uzothi vertically opposite angles are equal, right? So this is just some shorthand notation yokubhala ama reasons lawo. So vertically opposite angles are equal, right? If awukho comfortable nge shorthand notation ungayibhala in full, but then ukusave isikhathi siyibhala so, right? So x is equals to 55. Now because x is opposite 55, and then we know what the vertically opposite angles are equal, right? So we also know what this angle here is equals to y. This angle here, this one here, it should be equal to y, because that is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal, and then therefore this angle is also equal to y, right? So after so gonna what this angle is equals to y, we know what the angles around the sum of angles around the point is 360, meaning if uti this angle plus that angle plus this angle plus that angle is equals to 360. So x plus y plus 55 is equals to 360 degrees. The reason zoti angles, zoti sum of angles around the point, right? So reason yakho leyo. So manje solve for y. We know what x is 55, and then y plus y is 2y plus 55 is equals to 360. Okay, and then now sesifuna solve for y. So 55 plus 55 is 110, and then we will transpose 110 musingalo. So it's 2y is equals to 360 minus 110 degrees, right? And then says ukuthi this is 360 minus 110 is 250. This is 250 degrees. So 2y is equals to 250. And then if you divide both sides by 2, uzothola y is equals to 125 degrees, right? So x is equals to 55 degrees and y is equals to 125 degrees. Usebenzise ama reasons ayi-2. Vertically opposite angles are equal, and the sum of angles around the point is equals to 360 degrees, right? And then now moving on to question 2, 1.2, sorry. So 1.2 now, we also want to calculate the unknown angles x and y. We see ukuthi now we have parallel lines. The line AB is parallel to the line CD, right? And then what we know about parallel lines is that corresponding angles are equal, alternating angles are equal, and co-interior angles are supplementary, and those are some of the properties wama parallel lines. Again, revision yaga grade 9, I think you should know ukuthi corresponding angles are equal. So if you have parallel lines, corresponding angles are equal. So we see ukuthi angle X is corresponding to angle 55. Okusitshela ukuthi X is equals to 55 degrees. Reason ukuthi corresponding angles are equal, right? Bese ukuthi corresponding angles are equal because AB is parallel to CD, right? So X is 55, and then we see ukuthi X and Y are vertically opposite. So because ukuthi Y is equals to X, which is equals to 55, right? This is vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are equal. And then also we so 1.2. So you see what you have parallel lines, and then you have this angle corresponding to that angle, and then you know what corresponding angles are equal. And then after you have this angle X, you can get angle Y because angle X and Y are vertically opposite, and we know what the vertically opposite angles are equal, right? And then now 1.3. 1.3 again, we want to solve for X and Y, right? Notice what angle X is vertically opposite to that angle 104 degrees. We know what the vertically opposite angles are equal, so local X is equals to 104 degrees. Reason vertically opposite angles are equal, right? And then now that you have vertically opposite angles, so now that you have angle X, you can solve for angle Y because you know what the sum of angles in a triangle is equals to 180 degrees. So now you have 104, you have 56, and then you have Y, right? To solve for Y, uzosebenzisa iproperty yama angles with triangle. You know what in a triangle, the sum of all the angles is equals to 180. So uzoti 104 plus 56 plus Y is equals to 180 degrees. And then your reason uzoti sum of angles in a triangle. The sum of angles in a triangle is equals to 180, right? So now you can solve for Y. So 104 plus 56 is 160, right? So, and then taking 160 to the other side, uzoba no 180 minus 160, and then uzothola ukuthi Y is equals to 20 degrees. And then solve the dealing of question 1, right? So this is fairly straightforward, mostly revision yaga grade 9, using straight lines and triangles, parallel lines. Okay, so now moving on to another question. Moving on to another question. Question 2. So, what is state with reasons? Question 2, what is state with reasons whether each triangle is similar or not, or congruent? So, similar triangles. In similar triangles, one property about similar triangles is that the corresponding sides are in the same proportion and the corresponding angles are equal, right? So if I have a triangle like this and a triangle like this, if this angle is equals to that angle and that angle is equals to that angle, automatically this angle will be equals to that angle. These two triangles will be similar because the corresponding angles are equal. And then if the corresponding angles, the corresponding sides will be in the same proportion. So this side will be in the same proportion to this one. If this side is if this side in this triangle is x, this side could be 2x, 3x, or 4x. It could be anything, right? And then again, if maybe this side is y, this one can be 5y, 10y, or anything. And then you show what the corresponding sides are in the same proportion, and then the corresponding angles are equal. Those are similar triangles. And then congruent triangles. With congruent triangles, the triangles have to be sort of like exactly the same, right, in terms of length and angles. So corresponding congruent triangles, if this angle is equal to that angle, this side is equal to that side, this side is equal to that side, these two triangles will be congruent, meaning they are exactly the same, right? Because the corresponding sides are equal, the corresponding angles are equal. But with similar triangles, the corresponding sides don't have to be equal, they just have to be in the same proportion. I hope kuyezwakala. So last sizosebenzisa lawo ma concept, congruency and similarity. So question 2.1, we need to state with reasons whether each triangle is similar or congruent. So we see ukuthi angle in triangle ABC, this angle A will be equals to 180 minus 90 minus 65, sum of angles in the triangle, right? That is sum of angles in a triangle, right? Meaning angle A will be equals to 180 minus 90 minus 65 is 25. So angle A will be equals to 25. So this angle here is 25 degrees, right? And then in the same way, go triangle DCE. In triangle DCE, angle D is equals to 180 minus 90 minus 25, right? Sum of angles in a triangle, right? So this is equals to 65 degrees. So this angle here is equals to 65 degrees, right? So now I have equal angles, right? So this angle is equals to that angle, this angle is equals to that one, and then this one is equals to that one. So now I can conclude that these two triangles are similar because the corresponding angles are equal, right? So ngizoti these two triangles are similar because the corresponding angles are in the same proportion. Sorry, they are equal, not in the same proportion. So these two triangles are similar because the corresponding angles are equal. The corresponding angles are equal. These two triangles are similar, right? These two triangles are similar. So 2.2, we also have to say whether these triangles are similar or congruent. So notice ukuthi the side AB and the side PR, they are in the same proportion because this side and that side, the side lelu AB is 2 times the side leli laga PR, and then side leli laga BC is 2 times the side laga QR, right? So and then again AC is 2 times this one, meaning the corresponding sides are in the same proportion, right? So these two triangles will be similar because the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Yeah, that's what you have to notice, right? Remember, with congruency, the triangles have to be exactly the same. The corresponding sides need to be equal and the corresponding angles need to be equal. But with similarity, the corresponding sides, they need to be in the same proportion, and then the corresponding angles need to be equal. So kule case ya 2.1, we saw what the corresponding angles were equal, and then kule case ya 2.2, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So these two triangles are similar and those two triangles are similar. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Moving on to another question. But given the following triangles, given that the following triangles are similar, determine the values of x and y. So they tell us what these two triangles are similar. We have to calculate x and y. Okay, so to do that, we will use the fact that with similar triangles, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion, right? So with similar triangles, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So let us first identify the corresponding sides. I see the corresponding angles are equal. This angle is equal to that one. This angle is equal to that one. Therefore, the corresponding sides in this case is the side AB and the side PQ, the side AC and the side PR, the side BC and the side QR. So those are similar at the corresponding sides, right? So because they tell us what these triangles are similar, these corresponding sides should be in the same proportion. Because they are in the same proportion, I can say AB over PQ is equals to AC over PR, right? Remember, I want to solve for x over PR. Reason, so it is similar triangles. So it is similar triangles, and then with similar triangles, we know what the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So AB is x, PQ is 15, AC is 2, PR is 6. Now I can solve for x by saying x is equals to 2 over 6 times 15. And then now press the calculator. It's 1 over 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So x is equals to 5. Right? And then again, solving for y. This side QR corresponds to the side BC. Right? So ngizoti QR over BC is equals to PR over AC. Those are the corresponding sides because we have similar triangles, right? Similar triangles, we have corresponding sides, right? So ngizoqhubeka la, QR is y, BC is 3, PR is 6, AC is 2. So y is equals to 6 over 2 times 3, right? And then we know 6 over 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So y is equals to 9. And then we're dealing with question 3. Okay. And then moving on to question 4. So question 4, but in triangle ABC, but triangle ABC is similar to triangle triangle ABC is similar to triangle D, is similar to triangle DEF, right? So this bigger triangle is similar to this smaller triangle inside the bigger triangle, and then they want us to calculate x and y, right? So to make matters easy, let us separate triangle ABC and triangle DEC, right? So triangle ABC will be this bigger triangle. It's ABC, right? And then we know what that angle is a dot, this angle is that one, and then this one we can call it x, right? Or we can just put a star on this one. We can just put a star on this one, right? So, and triangle DEF is this smaller triangle inside. So triangle DEF is a smaller triangle. So I see UTF is that point where the angle is a dot, and D is this one where the angle is this, and then E will be a star, right? So the corresponding angles are equal. We see what the angle A is equals to angle F, angle C is equals to angle D, and then automatically angle B is equals to angle E. So these two triangles are similar because the corresponding angles are equal, right? And then we also see what DE is x, right? And then DF is 3.5, and then FE is 5, right? And then the bigger triangle AC is y, and then AB is 10, and then BC is 8, right? Basinikele lama measurements now. Now they want us to calculate x and y. So because these two triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So meaning the side DE, so if we need DE over come on, so it's DE over BC. So DE corresponds to BC. So if I say DE over BC, this will be equals to FE over AB. FE over AB, right? So FE over AB, because these two triangles are similar, right? So reason it's similar triangles, right? And then with similar triangles, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion, right? So ODE is x, OBC is 8, and then OFE is 3.5, and then OAB is 10. So x will be equals to 3.5 divided by 10 times 8. X will be, calculator yako, if you say 3.5 divided by 10 times 8, this will be equals to 14 over 5. 14 over 5, or 2.8. So that is x, right? And then same thing, in the same way, y is on calculator. So we see what y will slightly la AC. So AC over FE AC over FE can one lang FE over, so now I was supposed to say 5, not 3.5. I made a mistake here. I made a mistake. So FE is 5, right? FE is 5, and then FE over AB is 10, right? So now I needed to say 5 over 10. So FE is 5, right? Not 3.5. So here I needed to say 5 over 10 times 8. That will be equals to 4, right? 5 over 10 times 8 is 4. So x is equals to 4. Okay, and then says from calculate y sizothi AC over FD is equals to AB over FE, right? The reasoning balance, so we have similar triangles. We always need to give reasons for geometry, right? So reason it's similar triangles, right? And then here one would do AC is y, FD is 3.5, AB is AB is 10, FE is 5, right? So y will be equals to 10 over 5 times 3.5, right? So 10 over 5 times 3.5 in your calculator is 7. So y will be equals to 7. Y is 7. So that is how you calculate these unknowns using similarity of triangles, right? Once they tell you what the corresponding sides are equal, know what the corresponding angles are equal, know what the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So now your job is to find the corresponding sides and write this ratio. Okay, yeah. So now moving on to another question. Question 5. So question 5, they want us to prove that these triangles are congruent, right? So we need to prove that they are exactly the same. So to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DCB, we need to show that these two triangles are exactly the same, right? So in triangle ABC and triangle DCB, we know we are given that AB is equals to DC, right? AB is equals to DC, right? Reason this is given, right? And then angle A is equals to angle D, right? This is also given. And then what else? So we have this side, we have a right angle, and therefore the hypotenuse will be the same. Or ngati, this side is common between these two triangles, right? This side BC is common, right? BC in triangle ABC is equals to BC in triangle DCB, right? This is a common side. Okay, and then therefore these two triangles are congruent, right? We have a right angle, we have a hypotenuse, we have a side. So we conclude that therefore triangle ABC and triangle is congruent to triangle DCB. Reason, there's a right angle, there's a hypotenuse, and there's a side, and then this is how you prove, right? And then see question 6, right? I think you can question 6, right? And then the rest of the questions you can do on your own, and then memo. Okay, so question 6. So question 6, but prove that triangle A B D is congruent to triangle C B E, right? So sifuna prove this triangle is congruent to that triangle, right? I'm a triangle Y2. So in triangle ABD and triangle CBE, AB is equals to BC, right? Reason this is given. Yabona ukuthi lama side lawa nama dash, so this is given, right? So this is given, okay? And then we are also given ukuthi BD is equals to BC, right? So BD is equals to BC. This is also given, not BC, sorry, not, so BD and BE are equal. This is given, right? And then AD is equals to I think I made a mistake somewhere. This side is equals to that one, that's given, and then all right, sorry, I made a mistake here. BD no BE are not equal, so I made a mistake there. So we can see with it, let's see, let me think. So this side and that side are equal, and then go to triangle CBE, this side and that side are equal, and then go triangle ABD, this side and that side are equal, right? So so yeah, okay, this one is a bit tricky, right? So okay, so now I see what we needed to do. Oops, okay. So notice ukuthi this side AB and this side CB, these two sides, this one and that one, these two sides are equal, right? Therefore this triangle, this bigger triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle because these angles will be opposite equal sides, right? This angle here will be equals to that angle there because these two angles are opposite equal sides, right? So ngizoti angle A is equals to angle C, right? These are the base angles of isosceles. She's spelling isosceles and sure. Base angles of isosceles triangles. I'm not sure on the spelling of isosceles triangles, right? These are the base angles of the isosceles triangle. The triangle is ABC. These are the base angles of isosceles triangle ABC. Let me let me quickly check spellings isosceles. Okay, so it's isosceles. I'm missing an S somewhere here. It's isosceles triangle. Okay, so these are the base angles of the isosceles triangle, or ungati, these are angles opposite equal sides, right? And then what else? So we've shown ukuthi AB and BC are equal because this is given, and we've seen ukuthi A and C are equal, and then ule triangle, I hope you're still following. Yes, we think too much, but then so ule triangle ABD, this angle will be equals to that angle because this side is equals to that side, right? So this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Let's say now triangle CBE, this angle will be equals to that angle because this side is equals to that side. So this triangle is also an isosceles triangle, right? So ngizothi in triangle ABD, B1, angle B1 is equals to angle A, right? Which is yeah, so angle B1 is equals to A. Reason uzoti, these are the base angles of isosceles triangle ABD, right? Or ngati angles opposite equal sides, right? And then in triangle CBE, B3 is equals to C, right? Base angles of isosceles triangle, the isosceles triangle BEC, right? And then we can say therefore B1 is equals to B3, right? From this above, it follows that B1 is equals to B3. Therefore, you can conclude with triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBE, right? Reason being, you have angle side angle, right? Or you have an angle in it. Yeah, you have this angle, this side, and that angle, right? Or on this side angle or angle side. Angikho sure nge-order yangalama letters lawo, but then the reason why these two triangles are congruent is because this side is equals to that side, this angle is equals to that angle, this angle is equals to that angle, and then it follows ukuthi this angle will be equals to this one. So the corresponding angles are equal, the corresponding sides as well are equal. So therefore these two triangles are congruent. So with congruency, you need to show that the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are equal. With similarity, you need to show that the corresponding angles are equal, but the corresponding sides need to be in the same proportion. So I hope ugezwakala. So lama questions lawa sele, you can do them on your own and then check a memo ekugcineni, right? So yeah, looking for this video. If unala ungazwisisi khona, please let me know there.